Hey guys, what's up? It's KlaireeBerry, and I want to do a video for the fire signs here today, going into the energies that we're going to be having next week so that we can all prepare. Okay, we are dealing right now, of course, with the full moon in Aries, and that is going to be some of the energy, that's still affecting us as we leave the weekend and go into the new week. Okay, so as we're leaving this weekend, we're having the full moon right as we're trying to start this new week. So that's like sign number one, that we need to really kind of be awake and aware and be like on top of our game. Don't fall behind especially if you work Monday through Friday, because you got to get ready to show up and go up into do everything that you need to do, and if you do have any kind of dissonance or pushback on this full moon, then you're going to be like able to deal with it a little bit, and I think for the most part, this full moon is completely positive. But, as with all change, this isn't changing new moon, it's bringing in change. And, starting from Friday, we've been in Aries moon. And so the whole weekend we've been in this Aries moon, might be feeling somewhat energetic in ways, action oriented, getting shit done, taking care of business, going to see friends, being social maybe still with your Libra influence. And, depending on whoever you are and whatever your influences are as well, this is fire signs, so it's got some different energies that it could be, but when fire signs are in fire, it's even extra ambitious and extra energetic and more action than for others, and it's just this very swift, impulsive energy, but it's like, do you trust it? Is this energy that you should completely surrender to, or not? And it's kind of like this energy that you're waiting for, that we're waiting for something to happen. We're waiting for something to come full circle, to grow to another level. But it's time to take action. We have to really continue to put this in motion. Okay? Throughout this next week. And the moon itself, when we have this full moon, it's going to be a fresh start. It's going to be an ending of a cycle and a beginning of a new one. It is going to be very positive, okay? But there are some underlying themes, of course, that we may be having to deal with here, and we'll kind of see what comes up rather than just say what I think my take is going to be on it. So by the time Monday rolls around, it's going to be like, okay, most of us are going to wake up and we're in this new energy, okay? We'll wake up and, depending on where you're at in the country or in the world, around actually 11 o'clock on Monday, 11 or 12 on Monday, we'll be moving into the Taurus energy of the moon. Okay, so Libra Sun, Taurus Moon. Okay, but this Aries is helping us. Again, it's helping us to evolve and transform. It's helping us to even want to take this action in the first place, really, I was just going to say this. That's crazy. Knowing what to do. Knowing what to do is half the battle. You know what to do, and that's why it's time to take action. Once you know better, you do better. Okay? So I'm feeling like this is a very cleansing moon. These new, wow, might feel like you're all over the place. Slipping and sliding through life. But you don't. You know what you're doing. You may not know every single detail, but you're trusting yourself. You know enough to know that. Okay? A little bit of fuzzy, foggy energy, even though we know. It's kind of interesting. Cardinal. The polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. So do whatever's necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. Balance. All about that balance. So this is your spiritual pursuits versus your physical pleasures. So for most people, what that's going to look like is overindulgence in the physical realm, too much, meaningless sex, too much alcohol, too many drugs, too much of this, too much stress, mainly work, etc. And that stuff is almost it's easier to rein in, whenever you do balance out your polarities with your spiritual is where it's at. Your spiritual helps all of these things that are out of balance. So, for some of us, it could be looking a little bit different, but I think for the vast majority of the people, that are going to be here listening, that's what it's going to be. You could be neglecting your health because of spiritual, like if you're doing a fast is one thing that comes to mind, or if you're just so busy like doing your mission that you just are not taking as good of care of yourself as you could. Okay, but it's time to change this. It's time to move forward. You know what to do. Okay, the time is now. The time for action. Like, I know this is so cliche to like keep on saying it over and over again, but this is the swift, impulsive, Aries moon energy. It's the beginning. It's the first tarot. Like, it's number one. It's all starting with this idea of you knowing what to do. Like I said, you're going to start action that is going to flow. This is a new beginning for a while. You're going to look back at this time and know that it was pivotal. Know that this was when everything changed for you. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Jeez. Same cards I got all morning. Literally. This is insane. Okay. Fire sign energy. So for the week, again, it's going to be kind of more of the same types of stuff. We really are going somewhere big. We've got big plans, big goals, big dreams, setting up big foundations for a big family, or something. Wow. A lot of love here. A lot of, dare I say, self-love. A lot of rising above. A lot of things getting better. This new cycle is beautiful. It's bringing so much love. So stay open to it and don't be afraid right now. This transformation is all good, baby. Like, don't even worry. And if you do have any kind of little crises or tower moments or growing pains, as I like to call them, just don't worry. Just trust yourself. Trust the process. It's like giving birth. You go through the craziest, most painful experience of your life, and then afterwards, you literally, your mind is blown because you're like, what did I just do? How did I do that? Like, I didn't do that. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And that's our first card here is the Empress. Of course, the pregnant Empress. But it's those growing pains. It's those labor pains, while you're changing. Yeah, it's going to hurt. It's going to, when you do that shadow work and you get in there and you look at yourself in the mirror and you have that ego death. And it's just like, yes, like I was an idiot. I am shameful. But then you grow so much more by facing it than you ever do from hiding from it. Okay, so that's why it's so important to face this stuff head on. Make it your life's work to get better and better and better. You will move forward. You just can't stay the same. You can't stay where you are. You know that. You're looking out like far into the future, I feel like, and you're going to go far and you will never come back. That's what I'm getting right now. You will never, you can't ever, once you know better, you do better. You cannot go back to where you were. And all we're going to do is keep on rising, keep on being a shining example, of the forgiving and the loving, light and love energies, peace, love, understanding, agape love, empathy, giving, peace, gratitude, all of these beautiful things. Treasure it and help other people to be able to also treasure their lives and see the good things in their lives. You can help people, and the best way to help people, honestly, is by helping their inners. Is by helping helping them go within, helping them do the shadow work and the inner child healing, the switch work in my program. Sharing these videos are very important. You could really help somebody's life because people are so off balance everywhere you look. Whether you're not off balance, this is about you helping others that are. It's time to take action. It's time to help people. It's time to grow. It's time to change. It's time to bring upon a new reality onto this earth, y'all. Okay, and it all starts with ourselves. It all starts with getting ourselves in balance. Okay? This is about knowing and, acting at all times as if you are in control, because you are creating your own reality. You can control things you never thought you could control. Okay? It's like making your demons your bitch. You know what I mean? Rising above them and showing them who's boss. Okay? And it all seems, oh yeah, it's a great idea. That sounds so easy. Well, it kind of is. It's one of those things. It's like, it kind of is a quick fix. It's like flipping the switch. That's why it's called switch work. It's very important for you to do this. It just turns you on. It just turns on the pathways that make everything flow and make everything work. You get what you actually, instead of making these plans and doing, they always fall through. And, when am I going to actually get life going? Well, this is now. This is our future. It starts right now, you guys. Like, this full moon is really projecting us. Again, it's cleansing us. It's really like that boiling point, that we need to get to. It's that element, that heat that allows us to transform something, in our lives. We have to change as well. Okay? It's a big opportunity. It's a big opportunity to make progress right now if you're working with these energies in the right way. And I'm telling you, the right way to work with these energies is to go within and do the work. If you know how to do it, then go do it. If you don't know how to do it, then go to my playlist and check out the shadow work. Check out it's called My Program. It starts with the law of attraction, holistic law of attraction, goes into shadow work, and then it goes into, and I'm still finishing it up, that's why it's free right now, the inner child healing work, which is going to be all very important for you. And I feel like it's something that you might be already familiar with and that maybe already have dabbled in a little bit, but it's just like it's like bring it on. This is what you really need to do. Is like work on it like deeper and deeper and deeper, because you already have this balance. You already have this this idea, I feel like you have really good plans. Like maybe you have a really good mission and a really good purpose on how to really make this world a better place. And if you don't know subconsciously, then you really do unconsciously, because you are important. You don't know how important you are. You are here, to help everyone. Okay, we're all in this together. Wow, you guys. Wow, can you see this? After what I just said, and then we get the Sun card. Again, been getting it a ton, been getting this a ton, and been getting this a ton. Okay, and I've been saying, oh, Libra season, we're balancing out. We're doing this and that. Now we're in fire, moon, and that's coming through. The sun, it feels good. People are happy, This is a good positive moon, and we are bringing in good positive, even Scorpio season. I think it's going to be, again, very transformative. It's all part of this bigger awakening and part of this bigger new beginning for us all. It's like a brand new world for real. You guys like my crown? I'm owning it. Okay, I am owning it. I just found it. I'm cleaning up my room. I was like, I'm doing a video. I found my crown. Sometimes what are those phrases? Like, sometimes you just have to straighten each other's crowns, or like, sometimes you just have to like drink some tea and, fix your crown and move on, It's about letting go. There's nothing it's almost like the point where we don't care. We're so ready for this. We have been getting ready for this new beginning for so long, and we know what it means for us. We can feel it. We can feel things going. We can feel that things have been going for a long while now, kind of in the right direction, even though we've been having painful things happen, even though we've been going through tower moments. Yeah, because we're always going to do that. But you can still tell the overall vibe of things is just getting better. And I want you to notice that. And I want you to notice that not only, I want you to look for supporting evidence for that as well. Like, it's so easy to be like, oh, look, we got this guy in charge now, and we got this and this and that. And they're deliberately trying to press your buttons. They are trying to lower the vibration of this earth. They are trying to keep us chained. They are trying to keep us enslaved. But they are not going to fucking succeed. Okay? Because we are so deep. We are honestly so connected. They don't know, we were seeds when they tried to bury us, and then we grew, and then we figured it out, and then we were able to fight back in our own way, which is really just knowing ourselves and coming into our own power. It's like you go through a portal, and then you're just awakened, and like I said, you can't go back. You're just like, yes, I'm here. I know who I am now. It's a process of uncovering all of this social conditioning, all of this brainwashing that we've been through to make us feel weak and small and unimportant and all of this stuff. And it's a process of waking up and saying, holy shit, I am so fucking important right now. I am a queen. I am a queen goddess. I am the manifester, of my own life. Like, I have choices. I have control of energies. I can manipulate, like whether you want to think of it as a witch or whatever, like this is what it is. It's about knowing. People are scared of knowing. People are scared of having insight. And that's because in the past, the powers that be, not the higher spiritual powers, but the powers that be on earth, were trying to keep us away from us being in our power because they want to have power over us. So it's been a long time coming that we've been trying to kind of break out of this cycle, and with the different things that happen, and even technology and the information age, like spiritual knowledge is floating around and anybody who wants it can just reach out and grab it. So that's amazing. And it is helping the world. It's helping everyone. And our ancestors and our spirit guides have a lot to do with this as well. And they're helping guide us. But we also have to resonate, with each thing. Like, yeah, you could have an ancient book, but if it doesn't resonate with you, don't listen to it. You know what I mean? If somebody's doing a meditation, don't listen to it and put anything into it if it's not really actually, you only flow with what resonates from you, because you are so important. You are so connected, and the more and more you repeat that, the more and more you practice, your gifts, your, whatever spiritual gifts that you may start to find will come out. Okay. Because once you get to work on this stuff, it's like, yeah, your abilities will get honed. Okay. You'll become more sensitive and more intuitive if you want to. It's like all there. It's these gifts that just keep coming. Again, I mean, aren't these amazing cards to have all together? This is just like really deep feelings of love. You're starting this new beginning with people who really love you. Okay, and you understand it's a deeper level of love that you're starting to realize you do have unconditional love for people, and you're starting to really go past the hurts and the trappings of life and the ego, and just kind of rise above it. And really, I feel like you really are a shining star, like really shining your light for a lot of people right now. I really feel like you are, again, very important key piece of the evolution, and enlightenment of the collective unconscious, of the the general collective. Okay, and it feels good to come in your power. And so I want to encourage you to keep on going, keep on balancing out in this Libra season your energy with yourself. This is all about self-love. And if you want to improve any other relationship, then you just go ahead and do that. But first, just know that it's only going to get better, truly and radically, when you really show up for yourself in those same ways. Okay, everything you're doing, every relationship that you have. I feel like I said, you've got numerous people that love you, that like at least 3 people that you can be really thankful for right now. And I want you to be thankful. I want you to be happy. And part of that is, showing up every day for those people, doing your best for them and for yourself, filling your own love cup up so that you can help fill theirs up, taking care of business, taking care of those you love. And also doing that again by taking care of yourself. And it's that balance, showing up for yourself first, that's going to help you and give you so much energy, so much stamina, so much, wherewithal, so much emotional intelligence, and all of this stuff to be able to do this new beginning, to be able to get this project off the ground. And again, this is all not about just you, not just about your mission and your money, maybe a new career, maybe a new passion, hobby that could turn into money in the future and help change the world. I'm seeing that for a lot of people lately. It's been coming up in a lot of videos, but that's what we need. That's what this world needs, is people to come in their own, healers, teachers, even every position is important. So however you contribute, just know that it is important, and just know that you are connected. And the more connected you allow yourself to be, facilitate yourself to be, the more grounded you stay, the more walks and water and all the healthy things, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of it, even financially, and, again, socially, and all of these different things. They're all your energies, and it's great to keep them all balanced. And you can, it's like, it's a cycle, because once you get better at this, once you feel better, you're feeling the love, you're feeling better, then you feel really powerful, because you're like, hell yeah, I made this stuff happen. Like, I saved this relationship. I, forgave my so-and-so, and, that's why we're able to have so much fun, and it feels good. It's not about cutting people off and running. This is about you working through shit with people and doing this over time. And now it's like you're one big happy family, and you love each other no matter what. That nothing's going to break that bond. And that's what this shit is really about. That's what showing up for yourself, allowing yourself enough, room and energy and space and forgiveness to be able to figure all this stuff out. And it is difficult sometimes while we're going through it, and it's got to hurt. You've got to hurt at some point because of these people, or you won't ever know it's real. Again, it's like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, what doesn't kill the relationship makes the relationship stronger. Not to say that, it's good to go through a bunch of toxic shit, because you don't want to get in that cycle for sure. That's not a good thing to do. You need to remove yourself. If it's a cycle and it keeps happening and the same thing keeps happening, all of that's different. But sometimes during your time apart, you can really grow and you can really change and come back to learn to love each other again. And just as we do for ourselves when we fuck ourselves over. You know what I mean? I'm just feeling like this is really deep. Like I said, whether it's with a friend group, a person, a whole entire like family, or just like random people in your life. I'm seeing a lot of love, a lot of, goodness. And like I said, this mission is really popping up because it's not about doing work for the sake of doing work. This is about, like doing work and like having something to show for it. And it also feels really good. Like the true work that I'm talking about, again, is not going to the office and working for, the man and all of this stuff. The true work I'm talking about here is like actually, doing something that you're passionate about that's going to help make the world a better place. And you're getting better at that passion as you do your self-love and as you do your shadow work and as you learn the law of attraction. It's all connected. It's all going to help. It's going to make these good times even better. Okay, so that's why I say it's time to take action. It's time to go over to the playlist and check it out. Do the law of attraction, the shadow work, and the inner child healing. It's called the Aloha Switch program. And again, the video program is free right now over on my playlist. So check it out. I also do have direct, unlimited, lifelong coaching club. I also do private readings. So check all that out in the description box below. Or you can always get the most up-to-date pricing at KlaireeBerry.com. Okay? So as we're moving forward, towards the end, like of next week, we're starting to kind of have these hints of things and these themes going around in our head and starting to feel very powerful. And again, the more work you do, the more you're going to feel that at that time, the more powerful you're going to feel. If you take the new beginning, and you really take the time to go within yourself and figure out what you really want. And keep on laying those bricks and only continuing to, sometimes, you start to build in your life. And then it's like, wait, do I really want this? And then you're like, oh, well, do I really want to start over? And it's like, no, like, let's turn it into something else. Like, let's do something else with it. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. Okay. So stay alert for ways, in which if you're not feeling it, then pay attention to that. If it's not an F yes, then it's an F no. And you can change things around. You can stay flexible in that way. Okay, it's like life is a dance. You can't be too rigid and expect the same things to always happen, because there's just way too many variables going on for that. Okay, but things are going to start to pick up even more, I think, next week. These energies are really changing a lot, because it's been like a little bit laid back and a little bit kind of healing vibe, and things are going to start happening again. Okay, they're going to start taking off. And again, it's a lot of, I'm seeing like these endings to old bad habits, and now it's freeing up space. It's freeing up energy for you to put yourself into new things. Put yourself into those things you said you were going to do forever. Take care of the things that, you really need yourself to show up for and do. Okay? Be decisive. Be swift. Okay? I'm almost getting like organize. Organize your life. Organize your wants, what you really want. I feel like there might be something blocking you as far as what you are thinking. And again, that shadow work can change that so fast to where you're really able to get things done in a new way, but also to like kind of have this openness and this faith. And pay attention to the signs to know. And if you get a sign that's like, whoa, you're going to take it because you're connected. And staying connected to that source energy, to that power, to just staying, again, grounded is just so important right now. I'm going to take 2 more cards. Okay? Yes, just a lot of growth, a lot of change, a lot of healing. You may not know, you may not understand how some of the things you're doing are actually healing you, but it's all got to happen inside first. It's all got to happen in the mind. I'm seeing with you guys right now, it's a lot of it is these mental shifts, that are Therefore, when you're making these mental shifts, then you're able to, again, move things around with your body and, in your actions. And over time, those become habits, and it can happen quickly. You can change your whole lifestyle, in 21 days, just be completely different, if you just are passionate about, basically, if you're just faithful in what it is that you're doing. And you do kind of have to just hold your head high and take care of you and do the things that like put yourself first. Okay? Spoil yourself a little bit, because, and not just on that superficial level, okay? Spoil yourself, wrap your dreams up in this emotion, like allow yourself to get really enthusiastic, and again, just like wrap it up in this positive emotion somehow, like whatever that means for you. Just allow these thoughts, allow yourself to spend time with thoughts that not only make you feel like, oh, this is a nice car, but like with deeper thoughts and goals and dreams and ideas that really truly make you feel something. That is what you want to focus on. That is the better law of attraction, rather than just manifesting a freaking car. That's not what we're supposed to do, is just be thinking about materialism when it comes to the holistic law of attraction, which is the true law of attraction. Okay? Let's just be real. You can manifest beautiful things in your life in so many different areas, but it starts with beautiful thoughts. You got to follow through again, wrap it up with beautiful emotions. Then that together will form, and it will like transform, and it will create and alter your beliefs and your expectations, which will follow through and carry over into your actions. And then over time, you'll just be like receiving the most beautiful things because of this. You'll be having these really good habits to where you'll be attracting things to yourself without even thinking about it. You'll have intentions that are made, which are another extension of all of this energy. Belief energy, expectation energy, all of this stuff together is so important to protect. It's so important to, again, take care of yourself in every way and allow yourself to spend time doing this work, balancing out your energies, figuring out what serves you and what doesn't serve you, doing the inner child work. Like I said, the Switch program is amazing. It's changed my life, and it's only been a few weeks. I just made it. I've just been learning it so much deeper than I ever have before, which is why I'm wanting to teach it to you guys now. And I really, don't mind at all if you go and, share my videos. You can post them on your own page, or you can, like I said, share and show your friends and, teach them the same lessons, because that's what this is about. It's about one person shining their light, turning their light on, and then the next person is like, oh yeah, I can do that too. And now their light's on, and it goes and goes and goes till everybody is now, we're back to the basics, back to what we are here for, back to, I would say, our birthright and what we're supposed to be able to do with these bodies that we have, So I'm going to take one more of these, and then I'm going to leave ya. Remember who you are. That is freaking amazing with what I was just talking about as well. Okay, we can't always remember at any given second like how powerful we are, but if you make it your intention to live your life that way, then you'll stay in that zone a lot more and be able to fulfill things like that. You got to walk like a queen, act like a queen, think like a queen in order to actually be treated like a queen. So that is it today, fire signs. Thank you so much for being here. Again, please like, share, subscribe, find me all over social media. It's KlaireeBerry on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, and of course KlaireeBerry.com, like I said earlier, is where you can find all the updated prices on any of the products or services that I offer. Peace. I love you. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Enjoy the Aries moon and the Aries full moon. And like I said, get ready for some Taurus energy next week, and then going into Gemini after that to kind of wrap up the actual work week. And then we're going into a Cancer weekend next week. So it'll be a little bit more grounding. We kind of went from this wistful, we went from this, actually, where did we go? From, before Pisces. I always get myself knocked out here. What is, like, all hidden? Well, apparently I don't have it written down. Aquarius, yeah. So I was thinking air, we were kind of in this airy not wish-washy necessarily, but, and then coming into this kind of wistful. So I feel like we've been flowing, we've been going, things have been moving around, maybe a little less sure. And now with the full moon, it's like coming in and it's like, wow, like maybe we are more sure. And like I said, that's why it's time to act, because we know now, we know who we are. We're remembering who we are even deeper. And so we need to start making moves, basically. It's time, and we were going to it's great because if you start to do this work right now, then you're going to get immediate results. I mean, I'll always say that with shadow work anyways, but if you go over to the program and check out the free video program that I have, I guarantee you're going to be making evolution, this week. And if you want to change your life, this is how you do it. Like, you actually have to make moves. You can't keep on like staring at the TV, doing the same thing, and expect to have, a bunch of change in your life. Okay. So I'm really glad that you made it. I'm really glad we were able to spend this time together. Again, I hope you have a great week. Going from this air energy and then the full moon fire, and then going back into some earth, it's like I said, we're going to be excited. I think to start out the week, we're going to still have the excitement and kind of this buzz from this something getting set forth, and that may not even show up for some of us till Monday. Monday might be a day, where we still have some movement, some things happening and realizations and, things like this. But then we'll move into kind of this more like steadying flow of like taking care of ourselves and Taurus, and just like, you may go back to trying to resist the change again, because there's always this dance, this back and forth with the energy. But if you can like stay in the zone and remember, like just don't go backwards, just keep getting a little better every single day. And, just that slow, steady wins the race type of a thing. It'll be grounding though. We might get back to like in some material comforts and like some good hygge for the fall. And, going into, like I said, midweek, we're going to have kind of back to some air, energies, a lot of just kind of inner thoughts, inner heads, but it's a good curious, like wanting to learn. And the social aspect is still heightened as well from, the Gemini moon and also from the Libra sun, so it might be, a pretty fun and like little cheery, part to the midweek. And like I said, any kind of social gatherings, things like that are going really well, and kind of drawn to things like that. And again, as far as our big change goes, whatever we're putting into motion, at the beginning of the week, the energy is going to be up and down a little bit. It's going to be like big, little, it's big, small, but it's still, again, it's about these forward movements, and it's actually about, embracing this changeability, and instead of getting scared and being like, oh, like now everything's changing, we're actually able to just kind of keep on going with it and just keep on being malleable because of how these energies are set up right now. And it's like a perfect time to be in that changeable mode. Sometimes when you're in that Gemini mode, it's like, oh, well, the changeability, changing too much can actually block your results. But in this instance, I think it's going to be really good for us. And like I said, going into Cancer, we'll be comfortable by the end of the week. We'll be focused on, really should focus on yourself first again, always. Your spiritual and your physical just needs to balance out, and that can be daunting to seem to have to do, because a lot of the physical things we want to do, we've been told that they're not spiritual, and we think that they're not cohesive, so they're not for us, and then we have guilt and shame and all this stuff. But if you're truly taking care of yourself, and you're truly doing like the healthy thing for yourself and making the right choice at that moment, then you shouldn't be you shouldn't feel bad. I mean, you shouldn't feel bad about yourself anyway, and the choices that you decide to make. Sometimes we know we're making the wrong choice, and we have to make that wrong choice in order to learn from it. But once we start to show up for ourselves over and over, then we really start to come in alignment with what we know we really want, and we don't even bother with things that'll like throw us off of our equilibrium. So you can still have physical pleasures, you just see them in a different way, and you just make sure that like what you're doing is the spiritual choice. Even if you're being physical, it's like everything's got to kind of match up. Okay. And again, you don't have to be perfect. It's not about trying to be perfect, like spiritual shun all physical pleasure. We don't have to do that. We're not here for that. We are here to experience. We are here to be passionate. We are here to love. And so we need to give ourselves full permission to do that. And I think when it coming into the end of next week, and I'll talk about this more, I'm sure, in other videos coming up, but it's about, knowing we are where we belong, or we're moving towards where we belong. And we're, it's a peaceful, like, comforting feeling to know that you kind of are following your passion and following your heart and allowing yourself to be emotional and touchy if you need to be. And even if it's starting with yourself with that sort of thing, if you need to get a massage, if you need to massage, get some little massage gadgets. I like to have a lot of that stuff around, and it really helps to be able to just give yourself a moment, and have the yoga wheel, so I can like pop my back on that so easily. And it's just like caring for yourself. And whenever I show my boys or show whoever like how I can care for myself, it gives other people ideas and permission to do that with themselves. So again, sometimes it's not even about, oh, fill my cup up and then I'll fill yours. It's like you fill other people's cups up without even trying. That's why you are little demigods and goddesses. I always say little, and I don't mean to, one of these days. But yeah, we're coming into this ownership. We're being open-minded. We're becoming more aware of who we really, really are. Again, we had that card over here, remembering who we are. We're powerful, loving, creative child of God. We are loved. We have God inside of us. We are a child of God, so that means we are God. Like if God's last name was God, then our last name would be God. You know what I mean? Because we belong, and we are very necessary. You are here for a reason. You are very, very powerful. So make sure that whatever action you're taking right now, again, that it is fully in alignment with your instincts and your mental and your emotional. Okay. Thank you again for being here. I love you guys. I love, every time I see a comment or a thumbs up and even the watches, I'm just like so happy and excited that I'm able to, connect with somebody. And so let me know what you think. And like I said, find me all over social media and stay in touch. I'll talk to you real soon. Peace.